before listening to colleagues, I found interesting to remind us or to inform you that there was an interesting research platform that lived between 2003 and 2020 called Vulnérabilité des ouvrages au risque. We can translate infrastructures vulnerability to risk and natural hazard particularly. And I found interesting to remind this model because it was living just before the Risk Institute, and I think it was inspiring and multidisciplinary also. So definition of a network, some results, and this transition from this research platform to the Risk Institute. So there were 11 laboratories, but not only from Grenoble, also from Lyon and Chambéry. It was created more than 20 years ago by Jacky Mazard, that was the director of ENS Cachan near Paris. And he came to Grenoble to become 3SR director, but also to enhance this kind of multidisciplinary collaborations around natural hazards and mechanics, and with not only Grenoble colleagues, but also with colleagues from Lyon and Chambéry. So it was not a revolution, but it was really new. And there was universities from Chambéry, Grenoble, Grenoble INPI, CNRS, INSA Lyon, Météo, CEMAGREF that is now INRAE. For many years there were different pilots, Yann Maléco, but also Laurent Baillet, Stéphane Grange that is there today. Thank you, Stéphane, from Lyon. And so it worked. It was a great experience, this research platform, but the end was decided in 2019, particularly because of the creation of our institute. So to explain, the scientific challenges, it was to promote collaboration between the engineering earth science communities with mathematicians, numerical engineers, experimentalists in Grenoble, Lyon, and Chambéry. And the aims were to prevent, protect against natural hazards, to better understand natural phenomena, the impact on structures, to design tools to analyze the vulnerability of infrastructures, to contribute to the development of tools for risk management. So you can understand all these topics are now in the Risk Institute. So it was, the ideas were existing already 20 years ago. There were interesting results with many pluridisciplinary projects. So I took just some example from results presented a few years ago, where you had modeling experiments with discrete element modeling in a forest context. We will talk about the forest tomorrow. Instability of rock glacier, qualification of reinforcement of unstable rock columns, geopermafrost, that is still more and more, I would say, a research topic, piles under combined cyclic loading, seismic monitoring of glacier hydrology, glacier in basalt sliding. So seismic research is still also a hot topic, and it will be one of the presentations after. So just some examples of this collaboration, each time between two laboratories, different laboratories from the research platform. So it was the same idea presented also in Tech 21. The annual budget it depends. It was between 20 and, if I have good information, near 75 kilo euros. And there was about 10% of a total budget for scientific animation. And each time there were between 50 and 100 people. So we have, for example, between 2011 and 2018, 19 workshops that had been organized in Grenoble or in Lyon or in Chambéry. Examples of scientific events, particularly about transfer and training workshop. There was the first workshop YAID about discrete element modeling 10 years ago, and now this numerical method, discrete element, it's really widespread in the world, and it was first in Grenoble in this research platform. And there were other, I would say, national workshops that have been supported and co-organized in the research platform. To quantify the efficiency of such a research platform, there were also some indicators like the number of laboratories involved in publication. I would like to say the number of articles, international articles between laboratories, and there was an attempt to quantify that during the period between 2009 and 2014. You have this figure showing all this network living, and so it was really efficient. There was also a return on investment. I don't think it was like Tech 21. I was really impressed by the figures given by Mathieu. But it was efficient. So the strength, it was a multidisciplinary scientific animation. It is why we want to go on also with the Risk Institute. Scientific production, low financial support. The beginning, it was only project lower than 6 kilo euros. And then some national project or PhD thesis or industrial collaboration began, but it was only little financial support. And there was also mutualization of experimental means. But in time, there was a decrease of financial support, and there was this political choice in Grenoble to create a larger research platform about risk. And it's why the priority was done to the cross-disciplinary project risk that started in 2017. And the transition between the research platform and the Risk Institute began. It's to say that just after this political decision in 2019, there was the proposal of a last call for project called Impulsion, in collaboration with the Risk Institute, with Didier Georges, that was there yesterday, not today. And so it was the end of war, but really the beginning of our Risk Institute. It's nevertheless, it's not the same model now in our Risk Institute, because we are in Grenoble. There are only 4 laboratories from this former research platform now in the Risk Institute. But members of the research platform contributed to create another regional network that is doesn't work. What is called IRISC in English. So if you don't know, it's another model about risk management also, a collaborative regional platform in the field of natural gravitational risk. So it's really specific. Landslide, block falls, torrential rock falls, torrential floods. And it is animated by the competitive cluster Infra 2050, former Indura that you perhaps know, some of you. And it is really particularly dedicated to collaboration with companies. With, I would say, operational purposes. So you have some of the partners on this slide, and you can see again INSA Lyon or the Chambéry University that are gathered in this network. So conclusion for this story. So it was a research platform, transdisciplinary research, relevant and effective, we could say, in the field of environmental engineering. It has played a structural role at both local and regional levels, and it allows to set up larger operations, and particularly with local and national companies. And it's also interesting now to remind this model because in our Risk Institute, you know that we are composed of different clusters, and one of the clusters is about engineering assets at risk, and we call it in French structure, infrastructure et système à risque. And in the framework of this cluster, we want to again propose a call for project called also Impulsion. So you will receive soon this call for project. The idea it will be to promote some interdisciplinary project with some selected project with the order of 4,000 euros to initiate, for example, a master internship and internship project, but also innovative collaborative studies. So I will not read in detail. You will receive and read if you are interested. And that's it for this little story. Just before giving the word to my colleague Sophie,